Hey friends, welcome back or welcome if you're new. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be doing a blueberry pie. It's my husband's favorite and I'm making this for him for Father's Day. So I'm so happy you're able to join me for this recipe. So guys, the first thing you want to do is get about 4 to 5 cups of fresh blueberries. You can use the frozen if you like. I'm just going to get these cleaned up and ready to bake. So right now I'm just going to be mixing everything in one bowl. That's all you need for this recipe. It's pretty quick and easy. I'm going to have some options that I'm going to throw in that you don't have to do. So now that we have our blueberries all done and clean and we've taken the stems off, we're going to start adding our ingredients. I like to mix them first and then put everything together. Now you're supposed to use cinnamon. I like to put in a little bit more spices like allspice, but you don't have to add that in. Maybe a little bit of nutmeg, that's optional. And normally you don't use vanilla extract. I use that also. Once again, that's an option. But one thing that's not an option that you always use is zesting lemon. I usually do about a full lemon zest and also about 2 or maybe 3 if you have a small lemon, good squeezes. So you have about 2 tablespoons of lemon, and this is just going to give a nice freshness to cut the sugar. But this is a part of a collaboration that I'm participating in today with the Daughters of Destiny, which is styling with Gigi Faison, Shawnee on the spot, of course myself, Lady Cinnamon. And guys, we're excited. We're doing this as a collaboration for Father's Day, King for a Day. Our special guest that we have is Denise with Inspiring Decor Style with Denise. And Denise does home decor, wellness videos, DIYs, and so much more. I'll leave her information along with all of the participants in the description bar below and the links for my co-host, the Daughters of Destiny. We're really excited. I want to say Happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. And now we're going to get back to the video. So guys, I'm going to start putting my ingredients together. I'm going to be using sugar. You usually use about a cup of sugar, maybe 3/4 a cup. I like to add in brown sugar along with my white just to break up some of that sweetness. And you're going to need about a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. That basically gives you the thickness that you want. It gives it a perfect at the end when you're mixing your items together to get a really nice slur. And about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of cornstarch for the thickness is going to make sure that your pie is not watery when it's done. That's really an issue when it comes to baking. Then you just want to really just add all of these together to make sure you're mixing all those delicious spices and sugar together. And you want it to have a coating like this for a nice slurry. Next, we're going to have our crust. Now I have a nice buttery crust that I already made, but you can buy these frozen. And if you want to know how to make crust, I'll leave a link for that in the description bar below. But guys, I'm just going to go ahead and roll this out. Now I like to keep mine moving when I'm doing this. Make sure that the crust is not too room temperature, a little bit cool, so it doesn't crack. Now guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to roll this up and put it in my pie pan. So you don't have to worry about the edges. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle because we're going to go ahead and trim off those edges. First, I want to get it into my pie pan and just really just push it down, but do not stretch it. That will be an issue later. Just make sure that the crust is pretty much relaxed and go with the flow. As you can see, I'm trimming it to just make it a little bit neater. But guys, I really like to cook a little rustic when I'm making things for the hubby. So I'm going to go ahead and change that up a little bit. Now I'm adding in all of those delicious ingredients. I'm going to make sure that I get all of that slurry out and get all that flavor into my pie pan. Next, I'm going to make it a little bit decadent, add in some butter. It's just something my mom always did. And now we're going to go ahead and roll out that other top of the crust. Now guys, you just want to keep it the way it is. You don't want to stretch it. I'm just going to go ahead and pinch the edges. Just going to make it rustic, not too neat. That's just how he likes it. So this is for him and it's for Father's Day. Last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and frame form some little bit of decorations for this. Nothing big. I don't have a leaf cutter for cookie cutter, so I'm just going to do it with my knife and form a little bit of leaves for him. Then I'm going to go ahead and score them to give it more of a design and just simply put them on top of the pie. Now the thing that you want to do is you want to definitely always go with some kind of a wash. I'm going to be doing a little bit of an egg wash, And I'm going to add this to the top. What this does is it protects the crust. You don't have to worry about it burning or anything, but it also gives it a really beautiful finish to your pie. And it, like I said, it keeps it from burning and it looks fabulous when you're done. I'm just gonna put a little bit of scoring with my fork so this doesn't run over or, you know, explode, and into the oven it goes. I did this before work. By the time I got out of the shower and got ready for work, the pie was done. We had let this cool off. It's later in the evening. He's ready to have a piece of pie. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up for him. And guys, he was super excited. And when I cut this, you'll see that it's not really watery, and that's why you wanna make sure that you use that cornstarch. I hope you like this recipe. It was really delicious and really fun. I'll leave that and all the information for the participants, the co-hosts, and others on the playlist in the description bar below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit the bell twice if you're going to subscribe. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you all for watching.